and friends and family. Yes, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the news is the news, right? So this is what I've seen, as we see I've been looking at this for the last, well, I've been in front of AI for the last 5 years now. And I've been knowing, the parents are not knowing the future. They don't study money. They don't teach that in college. They don't teach that nowhere. They damn sure don't teach it on Netflix and sports, right? That's what most people are addicted to. So me, as an old Carrot Bars gold saver, we go back 9 years, Carrot Bars, and we've learned about the secret of money, and we learned about the economy. And me being an old Robert Kiyosaki head, ever since I was 19 years old, I was reading books about why I want you to be rich, Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. And I'll take you to that right now. We're gonna go to that right now. Okay, this is a book I read when I was 19. And I was a reader, fortunately. My mom had dictionaries and thesauruses in the house, and I would read them. Also read that Bible 3 times before I was 19. 3 times with notes. Grandma was a good old church goer. So was my mom. And we went to church and I read the Bible. And I was also in the church singing in the choir. Let me show you. So I was a reader. So when this book come out? 2006, right? I was out 2006. I was out of college in 2006, but it was made in, Robert Kiyosaki and old Donald Trump. Bet y'all didn't know they had a book. I did. I was in prepaid legal, which is now Legal Shield back then. Shout out to my cousins Rodney and Melanie. They got me in prepaid legal. I'm 19, 21, 23, 20 in prepaid legal. Going to the meetings and everything. So I'm trying to sign up people for Legal Shield. 26, 25, 20, yeah, all of that. I know I was 26 at this time. But I was reading. So back to it. And Robert has already told you. Let's go to Robert Kiyosaki. Trump can't tell you today because Trump is under control of the government, or whoever the powers that be. Has warned, okay, Robert, yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Wow, I go to Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, okay, that's his most famous book, of course. Has warned that the historic global economic and stock market crashes arriving threaten to wipe out baby boomer retirement accounts. He attributes the downturn to soaring national debt, excess money printing, and geological tensions while framing a crisis as a major buying opportunity. Y'all guys remember the pandemic? It was bigger than COVID, guys. Let me show y'all how my research goes, guys. Y'all wonder why everything's so high right now? During the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. Federal Reserve created trillions of digital dollars through quantitative easing and stabilized the collapsing economy. This rapid expansion of money supply growth federal balance sheet from globally 4 trillion to nearly 9 trillion by 2022. Guys, they more than doubled our debt and the balance from 4 trillion to 9 trillion. Remember, happy days are here again with all those PPP loans and everything they were giving out, and they were just part of the print money, and houses were so what was it? The houses were so cheap or whatever. Anyone could get a house at that time. Digital creation. Rather than physical printing paper cash, the Fed created digital reserves to buy government bonds and mortgage-backed securities. Massive injections. In 2020 alone, the Federal Reserve pumped over 3 trillion into the financial system to lower borrowing costs. So you can borrow something that was zero, damn near zero interest. So everybody was getting a house. House real estate agents were everywhere. Motherfucker be working at McDonald's and all of a sudden become a real estate agent. No one seen that. Well, you didn't sign that suspicious. Didn't you find that suspicious? No, people were just going crazy. I knew what the economy was doing because I studied gold, guys. We studied the market. We knew China was buying all the gold. We knew gold would rise. We knew that. We definitely knew it 2020. And that's when I got in hyperfund and everything. And I made a lot of money and spent it over a bad relationship. Toxic women, man. God, dog. This monetary action complemented federal legislative relief packages such as CARES Act. Okay. So, I say, so the feds printed more money. Check it out. Yes, the Federal Reserve expanded the money supply faster in a larger raw dollar amount during the pandemic than any other time in history. In 2020 alone, the Fed created roughly 3.3 trillion, with an accounted for approximately one-fifth of all U.S. dollars in existence at the motherfucking time. I'm sorry, God, which accounted for one-fifth of the U.S. dollars in existence at the time. Between 20 and 22, its total balance sheet effectively doubled from 4 trillion to nearly to 9 trillion. Well, well, that basically destroyed the dollar, doesn't it? You wonder why everything is so high. We've been knowing it. That's why people that smart been laying low, knowing what was going on. If you wasn't getting rich at that time, you lay your ass low. Keep your expenses low. You stop going out to eat. You stop going out to party. You stop spending money on dumbass women. You stop spending money, period. You act like you broke if you know what the hell was going on. Most people didn't know. Most people didn't know what was in those vaccines. Now they're finding out, unfortunately. It significantly destroyed purchasing power of the dollar, but ironically, it actually made the US dollar stronger against global foreign currencies. But no one's buying the dollar. To understand what happened, economics look at the value of the dollar. The two complement in different ways in what it buys you at the grocery store and how it trades against the euro, yen, and the pound. Domestic value purchasing power decimated. Purchasing power. So it don't even matter what the other world. Our purchasing power decimated in 2020. That was the pandemic. That was the lockdown was all about. On top of the sicknesses and everything we see, and I'll talk about that on a later one. But right now we're talking about the money, baby. And why the money that you making is funny. Why even 100,000, 150,000, you still damn near poor, especially in a city like Austin. Some of us knew. Everyone thought we were crazy. You know how it goes. Especially when you're trying to sell houses to your family. Mm. Hello, somebody. So let's go back to college kids having the hardest time finding jobs. College graduates. And all these people, I seen it. I see it on Facebook. Everyone happy, so happy that the child is graduating high school. So happy that the child is graduating college. They don't know what's going on. You're graduating to what? So I got my baby in front of gaming. People think I'm tripping. They think I'm tripping. College graduates are having recent college graduates face one of the toughest entry level job markets in a decade. Fewer professional openings, shrinking corporate training programs, and the rise of automation have forced many new degree holders into a backlog of hundreds of applications, frequent ghosting, and underemployed outside their field. Underemployed. So they're graduating, but they're graduating to a field where there are no jobs. And AI will continue to replace the job market. Fewer entry level openings. Companies are cutting back on junior grunt work roles that traditionally serve as the first rung on the career ladder. The AI shift. I just told you. The AI shift, generative tools and automated software now handle tasks previously assigned to entry level analysts, copywriters, and coordinators. unrealistic expectation. Users on platforms like Reddit reach a consensus that employers demand 3 to 5 years of prior experience for jobs labeled entry level and refuse to train new hires. Why train you when AI can do it? AI is not late for work. You don't have to pay AI no life, no insurance on the AI. You don't have to worry about AI being sick. You don't have to worry about fights with AI and job problems. Degree inflation. The baseline value of bachelor degree has softened as more positions default to requiring master's degrees or specialized portfolio. Alternative approaches for job seekers. The target public sector roles, government, local, municipal positions offer structured hiring pipelines and stable benefits that private firms currently lack. You need want to get one of those jobs, but you need a degree for those. Building independent portfolios, bypassing traditional junior filters and via open source contributors, freelance project work. Freelance, like entrepreneur, like network marketing, like what we're doing right now. Being online, becoming an influencer, which is hard. So, because there's so many influencers, you want to get in front of AI. That's why I'm doing gaming, guys. And check this out. And I told everyone to get in AI before AI gets in front of you, but not get a certificate, not get a degree in AI. Get an investment in AI. Start investing. Start leveraging AI. Cause check this out. Having a hard time. Hmm. Even graduates with advanced, specialized artificial degrees are struggling because companies are prioritizing multi-year engineering experiences over academic credentials. They don't care about your credentials. They want to know your experience. What have you built? What can you do with AI? If you're just coming in as an AI expert that just graduated from college, you're going to have problems finding a job. You hear me? Can you hear me now? I've been yelling it for 5 years. Can you hear me now? While the AI industry has experienced massive economic growth, the corporate hiring strategy has completely inverted, creating a unique bottleneck for highly educated but junior AI specialists. The mismatch in the AI job market. The death of junior AI roles. A July 2025 Burning Glass Institute report highlighted that job postings require fewer than 3 years of AI experience in AI exposed fields have plummeted. So if you have less than 4 or 5 years, meanwhile, the roles requiring 6 to 4 more years experience have dramatically increased. You have to have experience in this. How long have you been working with AI? Not just reading books, not just have a degree. How long have you been experiencing and working with AI? Proof of usefulness over degrees. Because AI frameworks change in months, because AI gets 100% times smarter, 100% times, yeah, 100% times more smart every 6 months, guys. AI frameworks change in months. Employers are heavily discounting academic credentials. Recruiters are passing over master's degrees and PhDs in favor of candidates who can show active deployed portfolios, independent code contributions. Experts upheaval. A prominent Standard University paper noted that the highly AI exposed jobs like data analysis, software development, junior employment for workers aged 22 to 25 fell by 6%, while senior employment rose 13%. Companies want architects who can deploy AI to solve business problems, not junior developers to write foundational models. Vague job postings. Consensus among users on Reddit's machine learning community indicates that many companies write terrible job descriptions packed with buzzwords like implement state of all LLMs when the actual business need is a simple database management of fine tuning this market. It's incredibly difficult for real AI grads to find true matches. Can you hear me now? Designing him, man. This is what you need to focus on. Designing model in University Lab is no longer selling the point. Focus on resume and machine learning operators, ML ops, how to deploy, monitor, scale, and secure models in corporate cloud environments. Scrape, solve, and messy data. Job boards are saturated and to stand out. Find a localized, messy, real-world data problem for a business builder, retrieval argument, RAG generation, and fine-tune the pipeline and document your end-to-end business All of these things bypass ATs as via referrals. Automated tracking systems are filtered out from junior resumes at record rates. Directing network engaging with active machine learning, GitHub repositories, and getting employee referrals are exponentially, more effective than standard LinkedIn applications. The job market is cooked, especially for college graduates. So while the parents and everyone is happy showing pictures on Facebook, social media, my child graduated with the boop boop. What are they graduating to? They need to learn how to leverage AI. That was the problem. Here's the solution. Here we go. College students and graduates, pay attention to what's happening. You did what everyone told you to do. You went to college, got the education, took on the expenses, earned the degree. And now some graduates are discovering they're getting a job they study for isn't nearly as easy as they were promised. Meanwhile, AI is changing the job market right in front of our eyes. Companies are automating tasks that once required entire teams. Entry-level work is changing. Some positions are disappearing, while AI-related opportunities are often require specialized skills and experience. So here's the question I believe this generation needs to start asking. Why only compete for a job using AI when you can also learn to leverage the AI economy? And you don't necessarily need to become a machine learning engineer, learn advanced coding, or earn another degree just to start participating in the digital economy. This one reason I'm excited about Zeppelin. Zeppelin combines things this generation already understands: smartphones and tablets, mobile gaming, technology, crypto and digital rewards, online communities, social sharing. Think about how powerful that combination can be for our side hustle. Instead of only scrolling, instead of only consuming, instead of only playing someone else's game, start looking for ways to participate in economy by okay, start looking for ways to participate in the economy behind the technology, my people. Zeppelin gives people an opportunity to get involved with a growing gaming ecosystem while doing something millions of college students are already doing anyway: playing mobile games. Hello, somebody. I leverage AI every day. I stay on Chat GPT, my baby. My baby. For Detroit. I stay on Chat GPT, my baby. Let's keep going. If you know, you know it, right? All right. Play and compete with win crypto rewards, participate in prizes and tournaments, build a growing community, work it around school and another job, introduce it to people virtually anywhere. That's what we're doing. Y'all see me being global. I'm not just talking about it, baby. I'm walking about it. I'm almost 50 knowing this. Knowing my daughter gonna have to go through. That's why I got involved with this. And here's what I really want you young people to understand. AI isn't waiting for you to graduate. The workplace of the next decade won't look exactly like the workplace of the last decade. So don't depend on one paycheck, one employer, or one degree being your entire financial plan. Learn AI, learn crypto, learn digital business, learn how online communities grow, and start building multiple streams of opportunity. Your degree can still be available, but but your ability to adapt may become even more valuable. Did you hear me? That's why something like Zeppelin can make an interesting side hustle for students, graduates, working adults, and families who already enjoy gaming and want exposure to the digital economy. Gaming plus crypto plus technology plus the community. You don't have to be an AI expert to start learning how to leverage the technological shift happening around us. That's why I ain't get out of certificates in AI. The fuck for? You ain't gonna get no job. Don't unless you build it something. And if you build it, I've already seen people build it. I watched them develop this game. I've been with the development company for 2 years. It ain't about what you develop. It's who's gonna come to it. Who's gonna play the game? Who gonna download the app? Where is your pool? Where is your influence? If you ain't got no influence, you just creating AI things to show people. Wow. Who's gonna join it? We already got 65,000 followers on Instagram, guys. All right. Don't just watch the AI revolution happen. Learn how to position yourself inside the new digital economy. Message me for Zeppelin if you want to be seated. Okay. And there it is. Here's my pick. Yep, yep, yep. The future to this. Oh, that's the Spanish one. Oh, yeah, I do it in Spanish and English, baby. Yo hablo español también. Let's go. Your future, your decision. You see it. Hit me up, guys. 20 minutes, we made it. Peace.